Welcome to the NBA Pub Hub, and it's Saturday, July 30 in Cameron. Conor Mac, Skee Prophet, Dutch Boy Fresh with you, as always. Day off yesterday with no NBA action, but we are back today and ready for a Game 6 in the Eastern Conference Finals with the Milwaukee Bucks and the Atlanta Hawks. Looking forward to it. Before we tee up tonight's game, sides, totals, player props, you know the deal. By now, we'll hit it all for this big game tonight. We'll look back at the Game 5 between these two teams and talk about the fact that, look, it was Milwaukee rising to the occasion. The first game without Giannis Antetokounmpo, kind of like Atlanta did the same thing in Game 4 of this series without Trae Young for the first time. That's sometimes what you get. Everybody collectively picks up the slack, plays good, shoots the ball better, a little bit more comfortable. And you saw that with Atlanta in Game 4 at home, and you saw that with Milwaukee in Game 5 at home as well, as they got out to an early lead, big lead, and the double-digit lead after the first quarter, and then basically just cruised, I guess, from there. Atlanta cut that deficit to 7, 8, 9 points a couple of times, but every time they did, Milwaukee would answer. It was a great team-wide performance. We talked about how in Game 4, Capella, Lou Williams, Huerter, Bogdanovich. It was a complete team effort stepping up offensively. That's what it was for Milwaukee in Game 5. Drew Holiday, 25 points. Bobby Portis, 22 points. Middleton with 26 points and a double-double. We all like that double-double with Middleton. Last game it got there. Brook Lopez, 33 points. Like, I thought he'd get more minutes. He'd shoot the ball more. He'd score more without Giannis, because that's been the pattern this season, averaging 15 points per game without him, without Giannis, Brook Lopez. But I didn't see 33 points coming the other night in that game. He was
Nobody
just
did.
possessed, couldn't be stopped. He was dunking on the Atlanta Hawks multiple times.
That was your best bet, right?
Yeah, a couple of times. So, yeah, I mean, that's about as good. That's about as good as I could possibly nail it with a best bet ever. I don't think I can do better than that. 13 and a half points, and it was like done in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, man. Beautiful thing.
Beautiful thing is right, as Dutch would say. So give Milwaukee credit. They stepped up at home. Can they do it on the road now? Because they're without Giannis again. Can all of these guys that played so damn well at the Fiserv Forum go into the ATL tonight and play as well? That's the gigantic question, and that's still something I don't fully believe that to be the case, but we'll get into that in a second. Skee, we'll start with you. Thoughts on Game 5 the other night?
Yeah, Brook Lopez turning back the clock. It was crazy to see for me, but we'll see if he does it again. I don't know how much confidence I have in that happening again. Nate McMillan, I just, I feel like the Hawks kind of got punched in the mouth early. That's kind of what Nate McMillan said, and they didn't respond. They played on their heels for that whole first quarter, and then it was just cruising till then. So I'm looking forward to breaking down today's game.
All right, Dutch, final thoughts on the Game 5 win the other night for the Bucks.
Yeah, salute to the chat. I see our guy Joey working there, always putting in that work, my guy. You know, it's Skrilla Scratch Saturday, man. So I'm really, really looking forward to the day. Didn't like that we didn't have an NBA game on yesterday. But, really all I remember from the other night was Bogdanovich. He got me my money. Reached on the Hawks a little bit, but Bogdanovich had 28, over 15 and a half. Easy motherfucking money. Wish I should have seen that game a little clearer. It was kind of writing was in the wall that it was going to be a Milwaukee's game. But, Skee touched on a little bit. It was mainly that first quarter. They got outplayed. They're outplayed down 20 in that first. At the end, they're out down 14. They actually outplayed them the rest of the game. It was just they dug too big of a hole that first quarter. Unacceptable. I don't expect the same to happen in Atlanta tonight. But, yeah, definitely looking forward to the game today.
And Conor Mac, your thoughts on the other night as Milwaukee hold serve at home, and now Atlanta's got to do the same.
Yeah, they held serve at home, and man, it was just basically the starters, Lopez, huge game, Portis, 22, Holiday, Middleton. So, yeah, I still don't trust the bench. And we'll get into it tonight. Yeah, and you mentioned it, you guys, they just kind of got hit early. They got their ass whipped down with 14-16 quick. Played better the rest of the second, third, and fourth, but just couldn't put it together. I think they play better today, but let's get into it.
Yeah, let's get into tonight. Game 6. Here it is, Eastern Conference Final. Must win for the Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks right now 2-point home favorites here tonight in this must-win situation. Game 6 on their home floor. The total right now in this game currently around 217 across the board here. We just talked about it. We've got the Milwaukee Bucks, where they had everybody step up without Giannis for the very first time, start to finish in a game. and they got great performances from like 5 or 6 different guys. It's one thing to be able to do that on your home floor where you've got the crowd behind you. You're more confident. You're more comfortable. You know your surroundings. You know the rims a little bit better. It's different doing that now on the road again against an Atlanta team where, and they actually showed a little clip of McMillan in terms of what he said to the team after the loss, saying, look, we just got to regroup. We got to be ready from the beginning of game 6 tonight. So the Hawks, to me, it's got to be a lot better collectively. But remember, the same thing we saw with Milwaukee in game 5, where it was a complete team effort. Everybody stepped up, did their thing at both ends of the floor. What I was impressed, too, is the rebounding for Milwaukee. And points in the paint, and a great point by someone in the chat about that. That's effort. That's hustle. When you're getting destroyed and you're getting your brains beat in the points in the paint category, that's because you're getting outworked. That's because you're getting outplayed. And that's exactly what happened for the Atlanta Hawks the other night. They got fucking outplayed. Simple as that. Beaten up in the low post. And that's pretty amazing that they were shredded in the paint without Giannis, which means that's effort. That's a lack of effort. That's a lack of being ready to play from the opening tip, in my opinion. We'll see if they're better in that category here tonight. I think they are. I think we're going 7 here. Atlanta is the side I'm looking at here. I wouldn't talk anyone out of first quarter, first half, but I'm going to just go full game money line here. Not even lay the 2. I'm going to be a little bit safer here. The money line, usually when you're talking about a favorite in this range, 1.5, 2, I just go with the money line, which is minus 135, pretty much across the board here on Atlanta. I think they get the job done. I think they rise up. You're going to get Bogdanovich playing well. He was terrific at home. Can Lou Williams get that performance back that he had in game 4 the other night? You know, you need Lou Williams to be big, I think, for them. How about Danilo Gallinari, the Italian stallion? You know, even in the last game, 19 points for him in Milwaukee. Collins actually nearly had a double-double last game, and that was in Milwaukee. So, you know, can you get that performance from him now on the road here? I think there's a possibility that you can. So I like Atlanta here in this game. I'm not involved in the total. I'm pretty much staying a little bit more away from totals lately. As far as props go, Trae Young, by the way, is going to be a game time decision. I'm sure they're going to see how he looks or how he feels right before the opening tip and then make the decision. Probably about an hour or 2 away from tip off is what you're going to be hearing in terms of the confirmation of whether he's in. As far as props, let's go there. I'm going to be back on the Middleton double-double tonight. Look, I know he's not going to probably have as many points as he does at home, but all he needs is 10 points to get that end of it. And look, he took it upon himself. I got to be on the glass a lot more without the Greek Freak here. And we saw that the other night. So I think Chris Middleton to get 10 and 10 points and rebounds and get that double-double, I think he can do that tonight. I'm sticking with Brook Lopez, guys. Like, I know he's not going to get 33 points again like he did the last game, but he's 16.5. The number only went up 3 points. I'll take a shot with that again at 16.5 here with Brook Lopez. Now, the problem is they've adjusted a little. His average without Giannis was around 15. So, now you've bumped it up a little bit. So I don't like it as much as I did the other night. But I'll go back to the well one more time with Brook here in this game. As far as the Hawks, I'm going with Bogdan over 17.5 points. I think he's the key guy. He looks a lot healthier the last 2 games, shooting the ball with more confidence, from 3-point range. He's actually taken it to the rim a little bit more as well, which has been impressive to see. So those are the props I like most of all tonight. Chris Middleton double-double, over 17.5 Bogdanovich, over 16.5 for Brook Lopez tonight in this game. Holiday, I would lean that way, but again, 23.5, and I think Holiday might not hit that tonight, but he's a guy I've always been looking at from a prop standpoint, but I'm not sure I'm going to be on board with it tonight. Skee, what do you think here? Game 6.
Well, if I'm going to go for props, I probably would stick with the same ones I liked last game, which were, I think you said Middleton double-double and Drew Holiday points again. I think they bumped it up by a point, but I still think, those guys are going to have to do majority of the heavy lifting. I don't think you get 34 points from Brook Lopez again. So if they're going to be in this game at all, I think a lot of it is on those 2 shoulders. So those are the 2 props that I would look at. And I heard Nate McMillan talk, and he kind of said that they have to be the aggressors, like early on in the games. And they didn't look like it last time, but each time so far, like when the team loses, you see them come back in the next game at home and get out to a great start. So I'm going with Atlanta first quarter. It's kind of a little bit out of my element. I don't rock with a lot of quarter bets, but I just see a lot of reason for them to come out motivated and play hard from the start. So that's what I like the most in this game. If I'm gonna pick a full game side, I probably will lean Atlanta too. I think we'll get 7 games out of this series, regardless who wins the series. And as far as the total, it was kind of weird that they opened it back at 215 to me. Like I said before, I thought it should have been closer to like 220, 222, something like that. And all it took was them to shoot a little bit better from three. I know the Bucks kind of dominated the paint, but Bucks still shot 31% from three. Hawks shot 40, and they got 236, only 20 fast break points. So I see a lot of ways for them to score. Like I mentioned last time, without Giannis, the Bucks average about 227 points through 12. They had 12 games without him, and their defense suffers without him. And I know you missed a little bit of offense, but I think it shows more on the defensive side because he covers a lot of ground. He's a great off ball defender. So I like the over, and I like the first quarter Hawks and Middleton and Drew Holiday props.
All right, good stuff. And liking the over, specifically the first half over, Skee Profit. Yeah, that game flew over the total, game 5. 235 points scored in that game. It speaks to what you said, Skee. They're averaging more points per game, Milwaukee, this year when Giannis doesn't play. So that fed right into it with what we saw in game 5 the other night. Pace quickened a little bit. Defense suffered a little bit. Combination of those two things, and we saw that game go over the total in game 5. By the way, I might also look at Collins and Capella rebound props tonight. Like that's challenging your manhood if I'm Nate McMillan tonight. Get in that paint, do something, be aggressive, be on the glass. Like they got absolutely destroyed on the glass the last game and in the paint area overall. So that falls on Capella and that falls on John Collins. Guys like that to step it up, rebound the ball, get your nose dirty, get in that paint, get the job done. So I might look at rebound props for those two specifically. What do you think, Dutch, tonight, game 6?
Yeah, shout out to the chat, A-Rod, Alfonso, Wyatt Chapman. I see our guy, him and Turnsy. They seem to be like they liking them the Bucks tonight, man. They seem to be pretty high on Milwaukee, but actually, for once, me and Skee in the same rotation. It's about fucking time you came over here, bro. No, I'm on actually. I guess it'd be me coming to Atlanta a little bit. I'm gonna roll with Atlanta a lot. I really like that first quarter too. I'm me and Skee on the same there. I don't really like first quarters too much, but this to me stands out a lot. I feel like they really have to come out. You touched on what Nate said. If you watch the game. We already touched on a little bit. Shout out to Anderson, to Don. He said Brook Lopez, something about Brook Lopez. I expect Brook Lopez to go over the points, but I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna bet that. I do like the double at plus 550. Like that's a little juicy to me. If he has a good game, he should be getting the boards. I believe he had 7 last game. I don't expect 33. Probably right around where they have that number. But the double plus 550 does look juicy. But I'm locking in the Hawks from early. From early to go. I really believe that this is a clear Hawk spot, first quarter, first half, and full game. I'm not scared of anything that Milwaukee has. Realistically, they played a great game. They did. We've already touched on how top heavy they are. They had 2 points in that game with a minute to go in the third quarter from their bench. They ended up with, I believe, 11 or 12. That's not going to get it done in Atlanta. I think it'll clearly show how deep Atlanta is. And this series is going back to Milwaukee for game 7. I believe Giannis will be healthy, and then we'll go from there. But Atlanta is going to win this game. You could take them first quarter, first half, or full game, whatever you like. Trifecta spot, easy money, what we like to call good money. Now, I do like John Collins at over 14.5 points. A little leery, though. It's hard to press a button on that motherfucker. I mean, shit, he looked like Jackie Moon in the first half of last game. He did show up in the second half, had 19 points, 8 rebounds, I believe. Came, so I liked what I seen in the second half, had a couple threes, but goddamn, that motherfucker was MIA the first half. I do like Chris Middleton over 8.5 rebounds. We touched on the double. It's minus 125. He had that damn near in the first half last game. I expect him to get 10 plus rebounds. The doubles, I believe, are like minus 110, 112. We only need 9 for this, so I'll drop the 125 and go over 8.5 rebounds on Chris Middleton. And I'm gonna get maybe, I think I like this look here. What do you see here? Jackie Moon, yeah, man, Jackie Moon Turnsy. Now Bobby Portis, I think they're getting a little carried away with Bobby. And I know Turnsy thinks he's a straight G, and he did play like a gangster in game 5. And he's played solid. He played solid through the series, but 16.5, I don't know about that. I'm looking under there, and it's actually juiced to the over. I get at minus 106. Obviously he had 22 last game, but I think they're getting a little carried away. Recency bias. I don't think he gets over 16 points tonight. But yeah, I'm definitely looking at Atlanta from start to finish in a couple of these props.
By the way, there we go. Excuse me, gesundheit. Atlanta, they are expected to have. I'm reading some things. They're going to have Ti there, Ludacris there, some of these Atlanta rappers that are going to be in the house. How are you going to lose Game 6 at home with some of these guys in the building? You know, and Quavo, and I don't know who else, Migos. I don't know who else there's that are Atlanta based, but you know, these guys, like, they're all coming on to support this team tonight in the building. It's a Saturday night in Hotlanta. You know, how the hell are you going to lose again in front of these guys? So I think there's that could help them a little bit too in this one. We'll have to wait and see.
Also, I believe the NBA needs this, man. We don't got no fucking games on 4th of July. We don't have no game on Monday. We need another game here. Game 7, it brings a lot of interest. So we will have a Game 7. Believe that.
Yeah, I think there's definitely potential for that. Sam has a conspiracy. I don't know if I fully agree, but he says, I think the Bucks want this series to last as long as possible to get Giannis extra rest so that he's better ready for Game 1. Well, actually, I don't know if that's the case, because Game 1 is set in stone for Thursday anyway.
No matter what, right?
The NBA Finals. Yeah, they're not moving that thing back if there's a Game 7 on Monday. It's still going to start Thursday. So that's – I understand it. It's a good thought, Sam. But that's not a moving target, the start date for the NBA Finals. It's going to be Thursday night. So there's nothing Milwaukee can do. They lose tonight, it's still going to be Thursday night Game 1. They win tonight and that wrap up the series, still going to be a Game 1 Thursday night. So that won't change one bit based on what happens tonight. So I like where you were going with that, but in this case, no, it's definitely not possible for that to be part of the reason. If I'm Milwaukee, you just want to end it. Period. Get a little rest too, because Phoenix has got they're just maxing and relaxing right now. Phoenix Suns, they just put their feet up and just relaxing. Chris Paul getting some rest. I mean, they're just loving it right now that they've got a full week between wrapping it up against the clip joint. And now the Game 1 of the NBA Finals next Thursday. So it's great for the Suns to be getting the rest they're getting, no question. C-Mac, what do you think here? Game 6, Hawks, Bucks?
Yeah, I think we see Game 7 as well. I'm on the Hawks. You mentioned it, Dutch. I'm not huge into the triple up, but this could be a game, at least first half. I don't do too many quarters either. But I'm going to go full game. I'll lay the 2 points. I think they get it done here. Bucks 1-6. Their last 7 games as road dogs. They haven't played well. And the Hawks have been 4-0 as home favorites when they've been there the last 4 games. The total we talked about, no Giannis, it goes over. And I loved it last game. I played it, but I don't know about today. The Hawks seem to, when they win at home, it's been under here in the playoffs at least. So I'm going to probably stay off the total there. Bogdanovich, I love it. He looks better. I like that over 17.5. I think Turnsey mentioned it. He liked his threes, but he shot a shitload of them and hit 7, but 3.5, it's -120. I don't know about that. But you mentioned Collins. He finally hit some threes there. He hit 3. His over 1.5 plus 150. If you want plus money, money 3 action. But is he going to show up or what? Right. And I think Middleton, even at -115, that double still good. I mean, I got it even money last game. But with no Giannis, he should get 10 boards. I mean, he should be right there down in the paint and get it. So I like that one as well.
By the way, Atlanta 27-16 for the entire season against the spread at home this year. So very good home team. No question about that. That's why we're riding with the we're looking at, looks like in some form toward the Hawks tonight. And by the way, Cam Reddish, keep an eye on him. He's finally back from injury. He's made an impact, and he's played really good defense against this Bucks team in the few games that he's been back. So keep an eye on that. I've been impressed with what we have seen here from Cam Reddish since returning to this Hawks rotation. And
just don't try to do too much, though. I like
better in the paint. Yeah,
just don't try to do too much.
Right.
And Chris, I like him though, but I just noticed a little bit in Game 5 he's trying to do a little too much. Just play through the system, play through the offense. The ball come to you. You got all the talent. Let it come to you. Dunn, I would like to see less of Dunn though. He looked like he's in over his head out there. Careless turnovers, sloppy passes. Dunn definitely has to play better minutes off the bench. Yeah. But I hope we don't see his ass. I hope Trey is doing the shimmy. I really want to see the shimmy tonight, Skee. I want to see it, bro.
Yeah, you want to? Now we're hoping to see it.
I believe I'll see the shimmy, man.
If you ask my honest opinion, how I really truly feel in my gut is that Trey's playing tonight. So if you like Atlanta, bet them before that announcement's made. Bet him now. It couldn't hurt. And if he plays, that line's cruising on up as well. It's not going to be -2 at tip-off if they announce that Trae Young's playing. So just be aware of that. It won't hurt you to lock in Atlanta right now or sooner rather than later. Great stuff from Connor, Dutch, and Skee. We'll get to best bets in just a second. But first, by the way, we'll first shout out everybody in the chat here on a Saturday joining us. Wyatt Chapman, Turnsy as always, Alfonso Scott, Pesto God. We've got Rainbow the God, Wyatt Chapman, Abby Jackson, Joshua Kiokanlaya. There you go. I think I got that right. I Need Money. Don Anderson. Everybody in the chat, Wyatt Chapman, Adonis Rodriguez. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Diesel Engine, Billy Pilgrim, Austin Staten. Good to see everybody in the chat here. Sam Calmer. We thank all of you. Brian Watson, we thank all of you for joining us here.
That like button.
Saturday. And hit that like button. Exactly. Hit that like button. It's good for us, good for the channel, good for everybody. It's good for you. It's going to make you feel you made a contribution to society as well. Hit that like button for us today. All right. Best bets coming up first. Manscaped and Southtown 101. Southtown 101, when you're in San Antonio, Texas, check them out. Stop in, have a bite to eat, pints as well, a pint or two. Live music, DJs, karaoke as well. Southtown 101 in San Antonio. Manscaped, promo code Pub Sports. Get 20% off your purchase. Right now, Lawnmower 4.0, brand new. You can get 20% off that purchase or any product from Manscaped using the promo code Pub Sports. And mybookie.ag, promo code Pub Sports. We've got NBA and NHL playoffs, although it's winding down, still daily. MLB daily. We've got football season a month away. That first NFL preseason game, that Hall of Fame game away, is literally 1 month away. 1 month and 2 days. August 5th, it'll be here. Looking forward to it. College football starts the last Saturday of August. It's right around the corner, football season. So no better time to sign up for mybookie.ag. Promo code Pub Sports. Use Bitcoin for an accepted currency for your deposit with mybookie.ag and use that promo code Pub Sports. All right, it is best bet time. Game 6, Eastern Conference Finals. Milwaukee Bucks, Atlanta Hawks. And it could be, if Milwaukee wraps it up tonight, the final game of the legendary career of marvelous Marv Albert. Incredible. I know he's slipped up a little bit the last few years. I know he's made some mistakes and goof ups, but that doesn't do anything to me. He's had a great career. He's been amazing. He's one of the best to ever do it in basketball. I've been watching him since I was a little kid during the Jordan era. Yes, and the foul. That's the old Marv Albert voice. Yeah. We'll see if this is it. But I don't think it's going to be it. We'll get to that in just a second. Skee, we'll start with you. Best bet.
Yeah, like I said, I'm stepping out of my element today, but I think it's a good bet. I like Hawks first quarter, -120.
All right, Hawks first quarter, -120. Skee Profit with his best bet. Dutch, what do you got for freshest look?
Yeah, man, real quick. I got Big Show on the 1 and 2. Shout out to him. Said we ain't got enough likes in there, man. Come on, if y'all digging the content, hit that motherfucking like button. It ain't that hard. But yeah, the freshest look. Yeah, man. Ian Touchdown. It's gonna be hot Atlanta. The rappers, the ladies, booty gonna be everywhere. It's gonna be live. We start to finish, first quarter, first half, but we're locking in full game -2. And I see a lot of cats on the Bucks in the chat. So you're gonna lose money on that. So if you want to win some money, just bet Middleton on the over rebounds. You know what I'm saying? Get your money back because I don't want y'all to, be too salty. But yeah, Atlanta full game -2.
All right, Atlanta full game -2. Freshest look for Dutch Boy Fresh. And yeah, if you're in Atlanta, everybody get out there. All the rappers, get out there, support your team. Every chick with hot ass and freaking tig old biddies, get out there, support the team. Let's go tonight. Give that team a real home court
Even the
advantage.
weirdos, we'll take
This
them
is it.
all night. Fill them out. There's a lot of weirdos out there. We'll take them all out in Atlanta.
Yeah,
Fill
exactly.
that fuck up.
Step up and support your Hawks because they need you tonight, facing elimination. Help them out. Be that emotional support for your basketball team. I want to see that place loud, packed, and loud and ready to go tonight. Conor Mac, what do you think for your best bet?
It's the same. Full game. Hawks -2. I think this goes 7. We're going back to Milwaukee. They might take care of business there, but not tonight. I think the Hawks get it done. Hawks full game -2.
All right, there you go. Hawks -2, best bet for Conor Mac. And I'm on the same page. My best bet is going to be Hawks, but I'm doing full game and I'm doing money line instead, -135 to get a little extra value. So it's time to do it. I'm on Atlanta, and you know what that means. It's time for a shimmy call. Shimmy, shimmy call, shimmy, yam, shimmy, yay. Give me the mic so I can take it away. Atlanta Hawks, baby. Money line.
Oh, yeah.
135. Let's do it. Game 6. Right. I think they force a game 7 here tonight. Let's get it done, Atlanta. ATL, baby, here in game 6 tonight.
We can't lose now.
No, exactly. Awesome stuff.
We can't lose.
Hopefully, I didn't scare everybody. Hopefully, it was entertaining, not horrifying. That was the aim of that. But sometimes you never know. Good stuff, guys. Skee, Dutch, Connor. We will be back with you. Game 7 will be it could be Monday night. If there is one, we'll be here then. If not, and if Milwaukee, I'm not even thinking that way. Milwaukee ain't ending it tonight, in my opinion. But if they do, we won't be here till Thursday, which is game 1 of the NBA Finals. So. Either way, we got lots more NBA pub. We got some things planned for the finals as well. We're going to do some different things. We're going to change it up a little. Obviously, the NBA Finals are special. We'll bring in some new guests as well. I mean, we've got some people to join us potentially for the shows that we do during the NBA Finals. So looking forward to that for sure. I know there's some people that think the Hawk sound is I know there's some people that do that, but I just do the bird sound. It doesn't matter if it's a hawk, an eagle, a seahawk, whatever. I just do the same bird sound. That's why. I don't say, oh, it's a cardinal, so I do it this way. Or a blue jay, I do it this way. Or an eagle, I do it this way. Or a hawk, I do it. Every bird is Just stick to the same thing. That's the way.
The birds better fucking show up. That's all I know, bro.
Yeah,
that's all I know.
Exactly. Good stuff, guys. Thanks to everyone in the chat for joining us. We will be back definitely this week at some point for another edition of the NBA Pub Hub. For Dutch Boy Fresh, Skee Prophet, Conor Mac, I'm Ian Cameron. Enjoy Game 6 Eastern Conference Finals tonight. We'll see you again later this week right here on the NBA Pub Hub on Pub Sports Radio. Dutch, take us home.
Yeah, man. You know where it's at, Pub Sports Radio. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and share the video if you can. Salute to the chat, the real ones. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed. Let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest.
We be poppin'! Peace.
Let's get these motherfuckers.